Before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Success Unlocked YouTube channel. Your support helps us reach more people. Throughout history, there have been individuals whose ideas, inventions, and leadership changed the world forever. These figures influenced science, politics, philosophy, religion, and technology, shaping the world we live in today. In this video, we will explore 10 people who changed the course of world history. Some of them had a positive impact, while others left behind a controversial or even destructive legacy. However, all of them played a significant role in shaping human civilization. Okay, let's start with a figure whose impact is undeniable: Jesus Christ. Regardless of your religious beliefs, you can't deny the sheer cultural and societal influence Jesus has had. Christianity, the religion founded on his teachings, spread like wildfire. Within a few centuries, it went from a small group of followers to the official religion of the Roman Empire. His message of love, forgiveness, and salvation resonated with people. These teachings permeated art, literature, music, law, and even the way societies were structured for centuries to come. Think about the Renaissance. So much of that artistic and intellectual flowering was inspired by biblical stories and Christian themes. Love him or debate him, Jesus' influence on the trajectory of human history is undeniable. From one pivotal figure to another, we turn to Prophet Muhammad. Born in Mecca in the 6th century, Muhammad received revelations that formed the basis of Islam, a religion that now has nearly 2 billion followers worldwide. Muhammad's message of one God, Allah, and the principles of submission, prayer, charity, fasting, and pilgrimage provided a framework for a new social order. Islam spread rapidly, not just through conquest but also through trade and the appeal of its teachings. It fostered a rich intellectual tradition, leading to advancements in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy during the Islamic Golden Age. Without their translations and commentaries on Greek texts, Europe's intellectual awakening might have been very different. Today, Islam continues to be a major force in global affairs, shaping cultures, laws, and political systems. Now let's talk about a different kind of revolution, one fueled by reason and observation, the scientific revolution. And no figure looms larger in this era than Sir Isaac Newton. His Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica is considered one of the most important works in the history of science. It laid out the fundamental laws of motion and universal gravitation, forever changing our understanding of the universe. Newton's genius didn't stop there. He also made groundbreaking discoveries in optics and invented calculus. His work laid the foundation for modern physics, engineering, and even space exploration. He wasn't just an apple falling on the head kind of genius, he was a supernova of scientific thought. Chapter 4. Albert Einstein. Speaking of geniuses, let's fast forward to the 20th century and talk about a man whose name has become synonymous with genius: Albert Einstein. His theory of relativity turned the world of physics on its head. It stated that time and space weren't absolute but were relative to the observer. And then there's his famous equation, E equals mc squared, which showed the equivalence of energy and mass. This simple yet profound equation revolutionized our understanding of the universe and led to the development of nuclear energy. Einstein's impact extends far beyond physics. His theories forced us to rethink our place in the cosmos. His work continues to inspire scientists today, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of the universe. Chapter 5. Mahatma Gandhi. Now let's shift gears from the world of physics to the realm of social change and talk about a man who proved that even the most powerful empires can be challenged with peace. Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi, armed with nothing but his principles of non-violent resistance, led a movement that shook the foundations of the British Empire. He called it Satyagraha, a Sanskrit term that roughly translates to truth force. It was about resisting injustice through civil disobedience, boycotts, and peaceful protests. Gandhi's philosophy resonated not just in India but across the globe. His teachings inspired countless others fighting for civil rights and social justice, from Martin Luther King Jr. in the United States to Nelson Mandela in South Africa. Gandhi showed the world that true power lies not in weapons but in the courage of one's convictions. Chapter 6. Karl Marx. Our next figure is one who sparked fiery debates and revolutions: Karl Marx. Marx was a philosopher, economist, and sociologist who looked at history through the lens of class struggle. He argued that history was driven by the conflicts between the haves and the have-nots, the bourgeoisie and the proletariat. His most famous work, the Communist Manifesto, co-written with Friedrich Engels, called for the working class to rise up and overthrow capitalism. It became a rallying cry for socialist and communist movements around the world. Marx's ideas had a profound impact on the 20th century, inspiring revolutions in Russia, China, Cuba, and elsewhere. Whether you agree with his solutions or not, Marx forced us to confront the complexities of economic systems and their impact on society. Now, we come to one of the darkest chapters in human history, and it's impossible to talk about the 20th century without mentioning the name Adolf Hitler. His rise to power in Nazi Germany unleashed a wave of hatred, violence, and destruction across Europe. The Holocaust, a systematic genocide that resulted in the deaths of millions of Jews and other minorities, remains one of the most horrific crimes against humanity ever committed. Hitler's actions led to the deaths of tens of millions of people and left Europe in ruins. It's a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked hatred and the importance of safeguarding human rights. Chapter 8. Nikola Tesla. Let's shift our focus back to the world of innovation and talk about a man whose brilliance often gets overshadowed, Nikola Tesla. Tesla was a Serbian-American inventor and engineer who made groundbreaking contributions to the development of alternating current electricity, the very system that powers our homes and industries today. He dreamed of a world powered by wireless energy, where electricity could be transmitted through the air. While many of his ideas were deemed impractical at the time, his work laid the foundation for technologies we take for granted today, like radio, remote control, and wireless communication. Tesla's inventions and ideas continue to inspire generations of scientists and engineers. Chapter 9. Martin Luther King Jr. King was a Baptist minister and activist who became the most visible spokesperson and leader in the civil rights movement. Inspired by the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, King believed in the power of nonviolent resistance to challenge racial segregation and discrimination in the United States. His powerful speeches, including his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, galvanized the nation and inspired millions to join the fight for racial equality. King's legacy continues to inspire activists and reformers around the world, fighting for social justice and equality. Chapter 10. Steve Jobs. And finally, we come to a man who revolutionized the way we live, work, and communicate, Steve Jobs. Jobs wasn't a scientist or a political leader, but he was a visionary entrepreneur who understood the power of technology to change the world. As the co-founder of Apple, Jobs led the development of products that have become ubiquitous in our lives: the Macintosh computer, the iPod, the iPhone, the iPad. He had an uncanny ability to anticipate what consumers wanted even before they knew it themselves. Jobs was obsessed with design and user experience. Apple products became objects of desire, symbols of innovation and style. Jobs' impact on the tech industry is undeniable, leaving behind a legacy that continues to shape the digital age. Outro, a legacy of change. From religious figures who shaped the moral and spiritual landscape to scientific minds who unlocked the secrets of the universe, from leaders who fought for social justice to entrepreneurs who revolutionized technology, these individuals have left an indelible mark on human history. Their stories remind us that one person can make a difference for better or worse. So who else do you think should be on this list? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Success Unlocked for more thought-provoking content.